So what's up, guys? BP Hero back at you. Huge thanks to Frank and Louisville Slugger for getting us this one. This is the Matt Brady Louisville Slugger Genesis 12-inch, full ounce of inload, 27.5 life. Let's go. This is USSSA approved. Be sure and hit me up at Facebook or Instagram. I can get you set up with one of these, or you can use the link in the description down below and the code BP Hero. As you see it in the description of the video here, we can get you set up with one of these. We're gonna hit it with 52s to get it started here, and then get some swings in with some harder stuff. So with no further ado, let's dig in. So getting things started here at the old field that you guys are used to seeing here. It's 300 feet all the way around with a monster in left field. And what would be a BP Hero video without the wind blowing in. That's pushing on us about 5 to 10 miles an hour. It kind of sucked because anything you lifted and hit in the air just basically stood straight up. So it was kind of a work on keeping the ball down kind of day. But once we got to a certain point of this thing breaking in, it didn't matter which way the wind was blowing, the ball was getting out. As I mentioned in the intro, we are starting this off with some 52-300s, just a mix of game balls and evil BP 52 pluses. Really like doing that with these Louisvilles, and they do recommend it just to kind of avoid the paint seam issues that these have been known to be having from time to time, especially with it getting a little bit cooler outside. We wanted to make sure we could avoid those problems, so we put about 100 swings on it with 52s to get it going before we got out the hard stuff. But even hitting these 52-300s, you could tell pretty quick this bat was going to be a good one. That big full ounce of inload really lets you know that it means business. I can't personally say that. In the past, Louisville has been kind of skimpy on their inloads from time to time, but they didn't on this one. It felt like a true full ounce of inload, so that was good because it made driving the ball all over the ballpark pretty easy to do. Right center gap, left center gap, pull something down the line. You can pretty much hit it hard wherever you wanted to try to. And I will say that the 12-inch barrel on this was pretty forgiving. That's kind of been another thing that the short barrel Louisvilles have had issues with in the past before they switched to this PowerX composite. Is the short barrel will be really good, but it might not be the most forgiving and have the biggest sweet spot. But switching to this PowerX composite that they have used in what was debuted in the Ironman 2.0 and the most recent Pass 'em Out model from Everett Williams, and now used here in this Matt Brady signature model, it has been a really good addition to this bat. It's just about to the point of just reach out and touch it and watch it go. This model is a two-piece, and the handle still remains pretty stiff, and the feedback is probably a little bit softer than the previous generation's 12-inch stuff, but that comes from the PowerX coil composite being just a little bit softer. I feel like the rigid feel from the two-piece is still there, just the barrel has a little bit less feedback than it normally would. Still kind of has that tight and pingy sound that the Louisville guys love, and seems like some just don't. I don't know what to tell you other than to put earplugs in and swing this thing anyway, because it's absolute gas. This composite has yet again put Louisville on the map for something that's going to pass compression for a while and still perform pretty well even out of the wrapper, and it's just going to get better and better as time goes on. Real quick here before we get started with our clips of the hard stuff, let's check out the compression tester real quick and to get a close-up look at this thing, because this is one of my favorite looking bats that Louisville's put out. So let's check that stuff out, and then we'll head back and check out our swings with the hard stuff, and I'll kind of tell you some final thoughts on this thing. All right, so checking this fresh unit out, brand new in the wrapper. It's coming in at basically 320, and after the 100 swings we got on it with 52s, and I'll say probably 50-ish with hard stuff, just evil BP Rockets, Deadly Thunder Z, and Pro M's, and a mix of 44 for 100s. We're basically sitting at 275, so kind of right on par with what we're expecting for the Louisville stuff. I will say that this did drop quite a bit faster than some of the other Louisvilles, but that has to do with the new composite, so we're not too surprised there. My Gamer Ironman 2.0, which shares the same composite, is still passing compression as well, so they're still breaking in fast and holding compression. And I do just want to showcase this thing for a minute. It looks amazing. This nice subtle color combo, stars and stripes, with the military-themed paint color here. Matt and Louisville did a hell of a job designing this thing. Job well done. One of my favorite looking bats that I've had on hand here in quite a while. All right, as promised, we're back with the hard stuff here after taking a quick look at the compression tester and a close-up look at this amazing-looking bat. And I'm sure this comes as no shocker or surprise to you guys. I've fallen in love with this Louisville stuff over the last couple of years, swinging it, and dude, it's been a blast to swing, and this one was no exception. This is a 2024 model, so we can't lump it in with the 2023s, but I'm telling you, this hangs right up there with the top-tier stuff. Absolutely no surprise to see the performance out of this thing. Really glad that Louisville decided to go with this composite technology on the 12-inch platform as well. The new Everett Williams was absolutely a blast to swing, and just take another half-ounce end load and stuff it into that thing, and that's what you get with this bat. I was having fun swinging this thing even with the 52s, and I did expect a nice little surprise here when I was hitting the 44s, and it didn't let me down. I really wish that the wind wouldn't have been kind of blowing in and really kind of cramping our style here. I hit a few balls that were still touched pretty well, and this is definitely going to be something I want to revisit in the spring, not necessarily to see, hey, is this still a good bat? Because this thing's top tier. I can already tell you it's going to be top tier for 2024. So it's not so much we want to revisit it and see it's a good bat. We want to see what this thing can do. Let's let it stretch its legs and put on a show, because we know this bat is capable of it, and it still didn't have a bad showing for itself here. Louisville Slugger does it yet again. Probably one of the most consistent brands when it comes to 240s across the board. They haven't made a single bad bat. They haven't made one bat that makes you kind of like, I don't know about this one, but the other ones are okay. They have consistently, every model they put out is just as good as the other one. And I've even had people ask me, which Louisville do you prefer? Which is the best? Dude, they're all good. Literally what you need to do is pick what specs work for you and get one. They got one piece. They got two piece. They got offerings in pretty much any set of specs you can think of as far as weighting and barrel size goes. They've got surprises coming next year that are going to blow your mind. So I'm really excited to see what Louisville Slugger's got in store for us. If they're all as good as this, hang on for the ride, kids. It's going to be a fun year for 2024 for the BP Hero and the gang. And I know I keep saying it, but I genuinely mean it. I want to give a huge thanks to Louisville Slugger for sending this stuff early so we can be able to get these reviews shot and filmed and get them posted when the bat releases, so we can have the content ready for you guys to make a decision, because sometimes these things absolutely fly off the shelves, and I suspect that this will be another one of those. So huge thanks to them for that. It's been a huge help for them from content-wise from the channel this year. Really looking forward to see what 2024's got in store. And real quick, I do want to mention, we're going to be having Matt Brady on the podcast here soon. I got in touch with him, and he said he's interested in coming on, talking about the release of his first bat, and just kind of picking his brain a little bit. I'll be sure and post early and let you guys know when, so you guys can ask some questions, and we'll see what we can pick his brain and get him to talk about on the podcast. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Head over to headbangersports.com to get yourself one of these. It's Christmas time. You need a Christmas present. Go ahead and get you one using code BPHero. Or don't forget, there's also all kinds of other options in there for other slow pitch bats, baseball, fast pitch, all the top brands, bags, gloves, shoes, you name it. We got it all. So hit me up or use that affiliate link down below and use code BPHero where eligible. Swing hard in case you hit it. BP Hero, catch you in the next one. Mother truckers. You thought I forgot, didn't you?